because XL have drafted themselves pretty much, well, I would say a pretty traditional scaling composition. When you look at Zeri, you look at Victor, good range, good poke, good damage the longer the game goes, with good wave clear and control.
Molten Shield just goes down, but you want everything when the wave crashes. Humanoid's already moved from the mid lane. He's down here. TP available for VTO and Oda1 if they want to try and fight. ADVN stun. There's the TP in, but immediately first blood over to Fnatic.
Out of the way. Wasn't forced to spend the Ghost or really anything. And the moment that ultimate didn't connect made it harder for Razork to commit. That will cost. It is now up and available, and you can look. Fnatic once again first in the objective. Razork looking for a pick.
Glacial Prism's going to hit onto Limit. Very squishy is the Annie. Able to survive them with Molten Shield. Jumps in for the stun as well. The Chaos Storm is ticking. Humanoid flashes. Razork looking for the chase. Gets him. With the Winter's Wrath, the Rift Herald will charge in. The plates go. Dragon will just be secured. Oscar Winning would struggle to teleport away from Oda1 as he continues to fight up towards
forward. They want to unlock this bot lane as much as they can, as Oda1 looking for another kill in top.
Oscar Winning will go Mega here with the Wallop. There's the Gnar, but Odo dodges it beautifully there, uses the unstoppability. VTO coming in as well. Oscar Winning trying to flash away, but this should be all done. But the Gnar falling. VTO tanks it, Oda1 takes it.
To get any kills, Xerxes is providing that cover, but you can see them just focusing on chipping away this tower. Here comes the ult from Humanoid.
Humanoid looking to get behind them. Glacial Prism hits, Limit gets the stun under the tower, into the explosive cast, and it's enough for Razork to fall. The tower still stands, Patrick is low, flashes away from ADVN, who was charging up those rockets. Odo still on the chase here, TP'd into the fight, and he's looking for a little bit more once his third kill of the game. Rooted up for just a second, stopwatch from Humanoid, perfectly bashed into by Xerxes, but Humanoid still surviving. Xerxes and Odo doesn't bode well for the rest of the split, but it is only 17 minutes of gameplay. In the past, we were mocked for taking results off a best of one. I think half of a best of one is something we should definitely be mocked for as well. Into the game for either of these two teams. XL trying to set up around it, already down to 6,000. Fnatic stepping in, Glacial Prison and possibility. It hits onto Xerxes. They dive forward. The tip is coming out as well. Everyone dodges to the all-out as well from Oda1. Isolates Razork all on his lonesome, and XL walk out with a kill on the jungler. Now they turn their eyes back towards the Dragon. Fnatic continue to poke and to prod and to pry their way into something, but Reckless is having none of it. He's already gone to get the mid lane prio. Humanoid and ADVN can only catch a Scuttle Crab. No XL members overstepping, overstaying. And the Dragon should be secured for XL. Mid lane tower, though, for Fnatic.
The best trade that Fnatic can really look to get as XL find themselves with a big win in that last fight. Humanoid needs to be careful here, though. He does have the support of ADVN right behind him. And he will be able to...
Or this one.
This one, as one will fall on the bot side. Favor of Oda1. Yeah,
incredible winter split. None of Fnatic had an incredible winter split. Reckless in the past was a player who could carry from this sort of situation. True. The question is whether he still is that player. We haven't seen that.
We've already seen a few examples of the fights. The next Dragon spawns in about a minute's time. Humanoid.
Oh, flash body slam, explosive cask available as well. Humanoid's going to get knocked back here. Chaos Storm ticking, and that will be enough. Humanoid killed off in the top lane. As Xerxes can delay and get that ultimate back up. Maybe they can look for a re-engage, but so far they have been struggling around objectives like this. XL once again in a good position, shepherding Fnatic into the pit. Oscar in nowhere near the Mega Gnar, slowly building it up, a third of the way there. Oda1 putting its face into his opposition as Humanoid caught out. Reckless gets the Dragon for Fnatic. Humanoid on the backline being isolated. Oscar trying to do what he can against three members of XL. Fnatic have already lost one as Humanoid is down. Oscar builds up the Mega Gnar, and XL are on the wrong side of the rift. Razork going forward, hits the stun onto VTO. Oscar trying to get in, but once again, the Gnar falls short. And Fnatic fall down. Reckless dives in. Stunned up, locked up, shut down. Fnatic all in pieces as XL start to close in around them once again. ADVN has to flash away. Oscar has the dash, has flash.
Not a great start. This composition has been difficult for them to execute some early leads. Just going in.
Limit with the tibbers over the wall. Oscar knocked back. He tried to dash, he tried to dive away. But XL were not going to let him escape. Oda1 now stepping forward for the chase as well. Xerxes looking for that flank position. Reckless
does have the ultimate.
Razork still has the flash here. Weaver's Wall separates VTO and Limit. It's only Patrick and Xerxes in the pit now. Xerxes down to half HP. The Weaver's Wall goes down. Xerxes still getting chipped away. 2,000 HP on the Baron. Glacial Prism. Patrick cleanses it. The stun onto Razork as he's tried to dive through the unraveled earth. Once again, back to the Baron. Go XL. They'll land the smite. Xerxes takes it. Fnatic will look for the fight. Stepping forward. Only Razork on the front line right now. Oda1 is going to use that empowered recall to get out. Xerxes slows them.
Oscar in back, but the second that the Tibbers landed, and then the follow-up from Patrick as well, he was like, oh, we can actually get the kill here. And then just a beautifully timed ultimate works out nicely for XL. And now with the Baron there.
Reckless was hit with the Q3, has to pop the ultimate here to get away from the Tibbers. Flashes as well, but Odoamne's going to pull him back with the all-out blade caller coming in. Odoamne just soloing out the enemy AD carry. A little bit of help from Limit, it seems, but Odoamne is on a rampage. He does not want spring to be the same as winter. A new day has dawned for him, it seems, and Odoamne 5-0 now on the Cassante. He is sending a message to Fnatic.
An incredible performance from Odoamne in game one. He started off winter strong, and he's looking to do the same
Double
thing
TP
here
angle.
in spring. As you rightly said, they have the Baron, they have the TPs, the Dragons up, but they don't care. XL looking to get their first win of spring, and it's only 3 members of Fnatic standing in their way.
Odoamne just tanking the tower here. Razork's taken down a little bit. Oscarinin has to dash away as well, and Odo is still tanking. This man just refuses to die. Razork and Advien forced to dash away. Oscarinin caught underneath his Nexus towers that have already been razed to the ground. And XL will match Winter. They claim their first win of spring.
I mean, a lot of positives to take away. Very effective.
Very powerful. And Gangplank will be locked in for Oscarinin in that top lane. It is a carry. It does give you potential to scale as the game goes on. There's a huge amount of scaling on Fnatic.
It is
of a Felios Thresh. The get out of jail free card with that flash lands in. Oscarinin trading with Irrelevant up towards this top lane. Slice and dice forward. Marcoon worked his way around here, and Oscarvin's got nowhere to go. Doss stunned up though with the electro grenade, and Doss will fall for first blood. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Oscarvin still surviving. In the end, he will fall here. Delayed it for long enough to make sure he doesn't die for first blood, but will be killed by Irrelevant.
Okay, so kills happen.
Doss could just play pocket here, works his way back. Now realizes with Advien and Reckless pushing forward that his team is not in the best of shapes. There's the lantern once again. Exekick will take it. Doss should fall. Dies to Reckless. The cannon brush helping out as well. Exekick has to burn the flash to escape. Oscarinin now, though, not in the best of shapes as Marcoon goes in. And Irrelevant gets his second kill on the board.
So SK, they aren't finding a number of dives. I think they're just waiting.
There he goes. Oh, flashes! Cease and desist will go through the Emperor's Divide. Marcoon failed the flash there. House was expecting Humanoid to sidestep. In the end, he does burn the summoner, but he gets his kill as the reward.
Yeah, the execution was a little bit iffy there for Marcoon, but you know what? They make it work. The timing of the ultimate was good enough so that he didn't get knocked back. Now Razork looking for Doss.
Doss has no flash, nowhere to go. Reckless, second kill of the game for him.
Put this into a Drake as well, so even though SK find themselves with a small gold lead, largely because of the top side of the map, Fury built up, he has more than enough damage to secure that kill into the Gangplank.
Certus is working his way up here as well, as is Doss. Marcoon going in, trying to keep Razork and Oscarinin around. It's going to be a 4v2 for a moment. The TP coming in. Razork underneath the tower, flashes away. Glitch Prison connects Doss with the lantern, gets Marcoon out. And the cannon barrage, not quite enough damage to kill off the SK jungler. Humanoid going forward. Certus flashes away. The hook connects from Doss, and now they're going on to Humanoid. But he still has his flash from earlier on. Oscarinin eats some oranges in his cave, but the rest of his team is not. 2-4. Reckless diving. Exekick in the bot lane. Exekick gets a 1, but not in a 1v2 in the Rift Tower. Now charging forward. Oscarinin left for Dust. Irrelevant dashing in, flashing forward. It's another one. SK get no flash on him. Flash hook from Doss. The Weaver's Wall coming out from Certus as well, just to make sure this Heimerdinger is a Heimerdunner as he does die. Cannon barrage in the top lane. Golden Meek going to heal up Irrelevant just a little bit. That Dominus still proccing. Will fall off in a second. Oscarinin with the parlay. Just needs an auto. Dodges to the side, but Irrelevant going back in. Irrelevant! Gore Drinker slice and dice him up and have him for breakfast. Irrelevant gets another. Humanoid and Razork on the chase, trying to stop this hungry crocodile as he manages to walk away. Wait, has he just got out of here? He finds Advien again. I mean, do you just try and kill off the support once again? Call the Meek. Gonna execute.
He's gonna die. Advien, yeah.
Gets the shot down. 800.
Close to dying in the 1v1 against Oscarinin, and you can feel the frustration of a top laner when you've been shut down so much.
So it's going to be able to claim the second tower of the game for them as well. The bot lane fell first in favor of SK. Still Fnatic not yet taking a tower. They are looking down towards this bottom lane, and Oscarinin will be left alone with it, so it should be razed to the ground relatively fast. Irrelevant knows that he's not on the strong side of the map, so he's like, okay, Krugs are mine. That's fine. I'm happy enough to farm this up. I've already farmed Oscarinin 4 times this game, so a couple of Krugs will do me a little bit of good. Vary your diet, you know, you get your vitamins, you get your your oranges.
You push in mid, you push in bot, and then you move into the enemy jungle. You set up these
Oh,
wards,
TP
that's
ward
exactly
ready.
what they have done. Well, now they're looking for a collapse on the top side, now that the vision has been invested bot.
So I don't think SK knew that Razork was here. The Rift Herald goes down, Irrelevant was looking for the flank, and now he's going to find Razork. Glacial Prism going out as well, TP away from Humanoid, he's getting the hell out of there. It's like, you're on your own, son. Razork, if you can acquire it. There's a Baron up in 20 seconds time, but neither team really, well, SK don't have to force it, and Fnatic aren't in a position to force it, even if they wanted to. Don't think we'll see something sneaky like we saw from XL.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, there's a mid-wave pushing in as well, which Certus and Marcoon can just turn over towards. The Weaver's wall separates SK, but Fnatic looking for the fight here. Ganon Barrage coming out. Execute's going to take the Lantern to safety, and there's no Glacial Prison. They try and turn it back around onto Razork.
Exactly.
Bunch of plebs. Fnatic looking for something here. Once again, the Glacial Prison just wide. Certus getting into that slow zone. DOS the first target, and Razork will take him. SK, our tier 2 will be forfeit, and SK will have their 5th turret of the game.
Looking for a dive onto Oscarinin.
Oscarinin trying to get out of this one, but underneath the tower, there's just no escape for him. He flashes and is immediately met with a Vault Breaker from Marcoon.
Yeah.
Have we got to the point in our casting career where we just have the same anecdotes happening?
I mean,
this is like 2 weeks ago.
I've been casting now for 7 years.
Having a Mountain Soul, they're now setting up around the Baron. Razork's being hooked, Surt's going to knock him back as well. Marcoon's going in, and now
TP.
the deep TP as well from Irrelevant as SK look to go a little bit deeper on this place. He's going to assist onto Humanoid, pops the stopwatch, Glacial Prism coming out as well. Humanoid able to flash away, Reckless with the lightning crash, doing some damage across the board. Irrelevant and Oscarinin trading off towards the top side. Irrelevant though still has the GA, the Immortal Shield procced on the gangplank, and he won't be immortal for very much longer as Marcoon finds him once again. Irrelevant takes the kill. Exekick now stepping forward, that's a big Moonlight Vigil. Humanoid forced away. Exekick not with the best of guns.
Looking to try and contest this Baron, which has not quite been started yet.
Certus with a knockback onto Reckless, cleanses away, looking for the damage onto him. Humanoid coming in from the side as well, but Reckless already low, Immortal Shield procced onto him. Humanoid could slide and glide onto the backline here. It's a perfect opportunity, but he just can't get close enough. Marcoon's ultimate back in 4 seconds, doesn't even need it, flashes forward, and the shutdown onto the Zeri. Reckless is down, and Razork short to follow. You've got to feel Certus with a double.
I wasn't expecting. They won the early game, and now they're looking to win the game.
They've been looking to win the game the entire game.
True, that actually,
in this week,
that's
they
a fair
may
point.
have been looking to win the
That's
performance.
Fnatic though may look for something desperate here onto Exekick.
And you've got to look for something. You Moonlight Vigil in for Exekick! Okay, Exekick looking for a little bit too much there!
I've been casting for 7 years, Medic.
Yep.
And throughout my years, I've seen a number of plays which I've criticized the professionals Baron area, and now Fnatic are in position. Let's see if they can find a fight.
There's a pincer from SK though, Irrelevant coming in from the bottom side of this fight. Humanoid shuffles him in, but he just delivers the crocodile to his backline! Humanoid slides, Irrelevant inserts is unstoppable. Oscarinin dies once again. Said that a lot so far this weekend, but it's been a struggle for him, and it's been a struggle for Fnatic. Advian down as well. Certus flashing forward, looking for Reckless. A cycling shove will lock him down. A triple for Certus. Once again, a weekend to remember for the SK mid laner. He's going to weave his wall forward, trying to catch out Razork, not allowing Fnatic to get out alive. No one survives. The stun will land a threaded volley over the wall into one more. And that's enough for SK to take the ace and to look to close out this game.
A quadra kill for Certus to round out the game. A disjointed fight once again from Fnatic, but with the deficit that they found themselves in, there was little they could do. A commanding game from start to finish from SK, and they will look to go 2-0 up in week 1 of Spring.
SK's trying to do it again! There's no one to save Advian, has to flash away from the long-range auto there. In the end, SK will claim the win, as you say, 2-0 for them, as they continue their winning ways from the winter split.
Incredible game once again from SK.
How well can you control the lane now? This is still the quote-unquote, like rework LeBlanc. She still doesn't have the extra damage on her, or sorry, the reset on her Q, the extra damage and all that kind of stuff, so it is going to...
Just yet, but they are playing defensive under their tower.
Yeah, I think a huge amount of this for Vitality is, look, we have the opportunity if we want to go very aggressive, because Gragas can try and be a bit... Oh, hang on.
Look at this, waiting for the hook shot, bouncing forward, catches out Oscarinin, flash forward for the last shot, and Photon! Again, apply that pressure. Humanoid diving onto Perks once more. Bo's got the flash available. Oscarinin has surged forward, gets jumped on with the hook shot, and takes another
lane. Vitality are demolishing the side lanes here, and Bo's just going again.
Kaiser's level 6! Kaiser's level 6 to Advian's level 4. Reckless is forced to ghost away to Vitality, who are still deathless. and continue to do so. As Photon has got himself the Exec Ultimatum, will lock Oscarinen in place, and he is dropped once more. Fnatic tried to set up the play, but frankly, we're not on the same page. We're not there quickly enough. And the ultimate was all that Photon needed to survive.
Yeah, I like how Bo was like, oh, Measy just came in to steal it. Now might need to help out a bit, though.
Let's find out. Cease and desist underneath the tower. Photon gets a massive shield. The turret helping out. And another kill donated to Vitality. Humanoid is knocked backwards thanks to the explosive cast. And Photon's looking. He's got no mana to work with, though. Cannot...
There's a lot of words that I can't say on broadcast that are coming to mind because they ain't looking so hot. I mean, Vitality, you get bot tower, you got a plate in mid, you're getting 2 hills on the top side. Like, it feels like a long time ago since they've actually been able to contest some of these top teams.
Yeah, absolutely. Right now, they're looking for their first kill of the game. And call the Forge Guard and cease and desist, and Fnatic will get it.
So you need 2 people to deal with them, which is why Vitality can create numbers advantages on the top side now.
And this is the engage here onto Reckless. He's flashed already and just dropped in that bottom lane. Advienne and Razork now surrounding 3 members. Humanoid completes the teleport. Nishan and Crystal Arrow still not available. Upset lets the Feather Storm fly. Now arrows continue to fire out from Advienne and Razork gets another. The second of the game. Vitality look to challenge individual members. And I think what I really like from this spring version of Vitality, they seem to be coordinating very well. On the same page, the roams have come out. Oscarinen has locked inside once again, taken down before he can get that second charge of the ulti. Reckless knocked back with the barrel, and he's taken down. Empress Divide buys enough time to keep Upset alive, and another kill secured. 10-2 at 14 minutes. Yamato was saying, VIT connect! The Vitality need to keep this one up. Next week they play the only other undefeated team, assuming they close this out, and I think that's a safe bet. They play SK, I think, on the Saturday, and then they play G2 on the Sunday for the match of the week.
Such a banger.
It will be, and hopefully...
G2, and especially as you start to look towards these guys going in towards MSI and the internationals, I think that's where people are really excited to see these guys pop off. I mean,
all the way to playoffs, have to pick up that win, or have enough championship points if G2 pick up the win. We'll explain all of those if Fnatic can have enough time.
I mean, at the moment though, Vitality not wanting to let up. You put pressure on top, we put pressure on bot. Good knock up from Mascara, but buys some time.
The tower's going to fall though, and Oscarinen is going to be once again the target of 3 members of Vitality. Caught up by the charm, and Bo now on the retreat. Here comes Razork. No cease and desist, no flash. Charging up the engage, and Reckless unable to close the distance. Dial this out. Double TPs. Photon's going to hop over the wall. He's still got flash available to him. Throws down the ultimatum, and Kaiser has arrived with the quickness, charming up multiple members as Reckless hops over the wall. Now Humanoid dashes back, and Photon, who was the initial target, turns it around. Bo throws out the barrel for another kill, and Advienne and Humanoid running for their lives. Oscarinen targeted down by 3 members of Vitality, and this could be an ace. Photon considers the dive, but instead backs out. 4 members dead. Remember, Fnatic started that play, Vitality finished it.
Yeah, Fnatic went fishing and they got booted back to their nexus. That is not exactly how they were hoping that one to go. 18.5 minutes, the base is being cracked open. Vitality looking like spring is a much cleaner start for them, and I'm really hoping that we get to see this continue.
Looking to close this week out 3-0, just like they started winter. This Humanoid will dash back to his W. For Vitality, next week they will...
Fnatic might make it there. Maybe.
Oscarinen's got the Orn Horn. Can throw it down. Baron 2,500. Going to be a little bit late to the party. Vitality have secured Baron already, and they've turned the attention over to Oscarinen, and everybody's up in the air, flying. 1, 2, 3 members of Fnatic down the feathers, flying Reckless. Standing will be taken out, and it's all of a sudden an ace off to the Baron, a 14,000 gold lead. And I feel fairly confident in saying that if they push and close this out, it'll be the quickest win here of spring.
And they should. 20 seconds still remain. They have a ton of damage, although Upset is going to back away. Looks like they won't try and fully end here. They're just going to be happy with cracking open another turret. Honestly, might even get a turret on the top side as well if Photon's able to push fast enough, but not even taking the inhibitors. This is brutal. They are not giving Fnatic any gold.
No, nothing.
As well, I imagine he's going to be sent down to the bot side here to just start escorting these minion waves in. And then there's
teams that are adapting to this new format, adapting to the 3-game-a-week schedule, are the ones that are surprising us, like SK, Astralis, BDS, and now, of course, this split Vitality.
It's really interesting to see, though, as Ultimate will get out. Arrow.
Let's take a look here as Kaiser manages to find the charm and the knock-up. Upset stepping forward, has the cleanse available to him. Perks manages to get the scoop.
Oh, the stopwatch.
It's a double kill already for Bo. Make that a triple as the Nexus turrets are falling. The shortest game of this split was 23 minutes, 41 seconds.
Don't do it. Don't do it. No.
Are going to break that record. They fancy a potential fountain dive. The Nexus turrets have been dropped. 1 and 2. And Vitality, do they go for it? Do they go for it? Looking for a Zork. It's 40 seconds to beat if they want to break the record. They're waiting for the respawns. Oh my god, the style, the BM, the domination. Vitality daring Fnatic to fight them. And Fnatic cannot even step outside the steps of their fountain, letting the minions do the work for them. And Vitality have the fastest win of spring.